So we're gonna try it right there. You know how like when you're like really excited to do something and like I guess like the anxiety sort of builds up, but like the good, like the excitement type of anxiety, I guess, that builds up after a while, and then once you get like really close to the thing about to happen, that's when you start to get nervous. That's how I feel right now. I'm getting a small tattoo. It's not gonna be like a long time of excruciating pain, but like where I'm getting it, like I don't know, my skin's a little bit more delicate there, so I'm kind of nervous about the actual idea of it, because you know, like tattoos, it's like a needle going in and out, you know, of like your body. Why did she come over here? Oh, this is literally where it is. She's so smart, because like I literally have my GPS on and I wasn't paying attention. But yeah, I'm just getting kind of nervous, but I know all the nervousness comes from the idea of me actually doing it now. It's not just like a cool, like edgy thing that I'm planning to do. So we'll see. Okay, so I'm not sure about this angle either, or how well you can actually hear me, but I just got it. I'll put the footage of what I looked like while I was getting it.
Alright, you ready?
Yeah. Good. It was a small tattoo. It didn't take me like super long to get it done. I would say it took like 2 minutes. Like 2 minutes to like actually like do it. But it's done, and I'm just like after it's over with, and like as I was leaving, I was like, that honestly wasn't that bad. But I don't know, I'm glad I did it. I think it's cute. Pain level, I have a pretty high pain tolerance. Like I would credit myself with being someone who can take immense amounts of pain. If I put how bad that hurt on a scale of 1 to 10, I think that I would say it hurt about, I would put it at like a 6. And he was telling me that the place that I got it, which was on my side, and like that's a very soft part of my body, but he was saying like that's a pretty painful spot. So had I gotten it, I don't know, literally anywhere else, maybe it wouldn't have been as bad. I don't know, it was painful, but it's not so painful that I'll never get another tattoo. Like I'm probably gonna get plenty more tattoos, but I think it was a very interesting first experience for sure. But yeah, 10 out of 10. I think that everyone should get a tattoo. Okay, so now I'm home after getting the tattoo. We left there and like went to eat, and now I'm home. I'm in my bathroom because I came in here to look at myself and I just couldn't find a better place to finish this video off. So I'm gonna talk about what it was like in there, and then the meaning behind what I got as a tattoo, and then why I placed it where I did. We got into the tattoo place. I don't think I recorded any in there because I was just so focused on like, don't run out of here. Everything was okay. I think there's a lot of anticipation that was building up because we were just waiting for them to get everything set up for the day. I'll say we waited for like 20 minutes. And that's like 20 minutes of them like doing the stencil and all that stuff. So we go back into his room and he's like, I got my tattoo on my side, and like this shirt that I'm wearing, it covers, like it's short, like it's a crop top, but it comes down like just past where I wanted my tattoo at. So he was like, oh, don't worry, you can just tuck your, he said tuck your shirt like up under your bra or something, like to keep it up and, you know, out of the way. I wasn't wearing a bra. And so like, I don't know why, but just in this moment, I felt so like, I got nervous. Like that's when the real nervousness set in, is because like I was actually in this room, and like I don't know, I just felt more, I guess, like vulnerable in a way, because like this is the person you've never met before, and like I'm 18, but like I'm a dummy, like I'm a kid, like I'm a little kid, so it just made me feel like, I just felt like more adultish, I guess. So he gives me this tape and I tape my shirt up, and he put the stencil on, and then we had to wait like 5 minutes for it to dry, and so he went off and did whatever. So we were just talking in the room, and I was just thinking like, I'm really about to get this. I was just thinking like, I'm really about to get this thing like on my body for the rest of my life. And it's not a big tattoo, and it's not like something crazy that has like a big story behind it. It's not like a drunk tattoo. Like, it's just the idea that it's my first one, I think, and just like the meaning behind it, and it just has a story. And so it was a really big thing. So I've thought about this tattoo all summer. There are like 10 other tattoo ideas that I wanted that I thought were going to be my first one, but I thought of this one a couple months ago, and it just stuck with me. So I guess it was just like the excitement, like, oh my god, like this is about to hurt. And he told me that when I laid down on the table, I had to lay down like on this side, like put my arm all the way over, so my body was like arched over, so I was like really stretched out. And as I was laying there, like I could just feel the pain I was about to be in. He told me like, this is going to be a more painful area where you want to put this. And I can't really say if it was more or less painful than if you were to get a tattoo somewhere else, because you know, I don't have another tattoo, like this is my first one. But oh my goodness, it felt like, it was like, imagine someone taking like a really sharp pencil, maybe imagine them like with the pencil but on your side, and just like progressively like twisting it like deeper into your flesh. That's what it felt like. And I know I may sound like I'm exaggerating to someone who probably has like bigger tattoos or like more painful tattoos, but like it genuinely just felt like someone applying a knife, like pressure, like sharp pressure, and just getting worse and worse. It hurt so bad, and I was trying to stay still, but it was so painful. But right after it was done, I stood up and I looked in the mirror, and I was just like, bro, like all this over that, like it wasn't even like, I'd go through it again, just not today. That's how painful it was. It was about a 6 on a scale from 1 to 10. And I feel like I'd go through it again, but just not today or like tomorrow. Like later on in life, like I would definitely get another one. As far as the meaning of the tattoo, this tattoo means a lot to me, and it serves as a reminder for myself that basically I have the utmost control of my life. Like I am the CEO of my life, and I think that's important for myself, of course, to remember, but also a lot of other people. I found that I'm always at my saddest and just most frustrated, and like I don't really care about anything else. I don't feel like trying to do anything else. Like the worst parts of my life, when I go through those, you know, those like really sad spells that you go through, when I get into those really, really, really bad ones, it's always because I feel like people's like opinions of me, or like things that are happening that aren't necessarily in my control. Like you can't control the things that happen to you, but you can control in a way the way that you respond to them. What I've realized is that like I first and foremost just neglect my health, basically. Like I don't care about what I'm eating. If I'll either like not eat at all, or I'll eat like straight grease, like deep fried dirt for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Like I won't take care of myself. I won't eat when I'm supposed to. My sleeping pattern, like I have really, 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 really hard time sleeping, and I'll just not sleep. Like I'll just not sleep. Just certain things like that, and those things do more damage to you than they do to anyone else. And so basically what I found over the past 2 years of my life, of just ups and downs, like in and out of like really, really, really bad times for me, is that taking control of the situation is what makes the situation better. Because at the end of the day, I don't want to be sad, I don't want to hate my life, but whenever something happens and it hits you like really hard, it's really hard to not just sort of sync with it. I feel like this summer has been like a journey for me, because I've spent a lot of time by myself and just like reflecting on my life and the things that I've done, and like mistakes that I've made. And like it could be mistakes that I've made on my own, or like mistakes that I've made in the sense of the way that I've responded to things that have happened to me, and like how it damaged myself and sometimes even people around me. I been at the gym, honey, okay? I've been at the gym. I don't go to the gym every day. I don't go to the gym like 5 times a week. I'll say I'll go like 3 to 4 times a week to the gym. But when I do, like, I give my all. So like, that's all that matters. It's been like 3 years before this summer. I didn't get any physical activity. So it's a good thing that I'm like up and moving. I've also been taking control of what I've eaten. I have not cut meat out of my life, but like I've been eating a lot less meat, and it's because like certain foods just make me tired. I think I have low iron. Like I'm going to the doctor next week to check and see if I have low iron, because I feel like I have low iron, but that's a whole different story. That has nothing to do with this. But just certain things that I felt like made me sluggish, I've cut out of my diet, and I feel like way better. Also, almond milk, vanilla almond milk. Like I will never drink cow milk ever again in my entire life. Vanilla almond milk is all I need for the rest of my life. Basically, I have the means to take control of certain things in my life. I can take control of what I eat. I can take control of who's has an influence on me. So if you don't like somebody's opinion about you, you don't have to take it to heart. And it takes practice. It takes a lot of practice. But I've also been working on like, you know, it's something like traumatic, and I use traumatic loosely only because I don't have another word that like means traumatic but is like a little bit less than traumatic, if you know what I mean. But if something like traumatic happens to you, and you know, like you like lie in bed and you think about it a lot, or like for me, I would be like reading like for school or doing schoolwork, and I would just think about something that's happened to me, and it would get me down, and it's a distraction, and I feel like I can't do anything. And it's especially when something happens to have to do with someone else's perception of me, and I don't know how to explain it without like telling it. And it gets me in a mood where I don't want to do anything. I don't want to continue working. I just want to basically curl up in bed and like just lie there, and you can't get anywhere doing that. And so I've also been practicing like positive affirmations, I guess, and just like breathing through stuff like that when it starts to come down. Basically what this tattoo means to me is that overall I control my life. This is my journey. These are my goals that I'm trying to accomplish, and that's it. Like that's all you need. It's your life. You're doing your thing. Like you are the captain. Like it doesn't matter what anybody else has to say or like what other influences. If something bad happens to you, you have to train yourself to deal with it. And like I'm not saying that it's not okay to cry. Definitely it's okay to cry. Like I still cry all the time. But I think that there should be some sort of stopping point. Like don't let yourself wallow in it. And that's what I do. I wallow in things, and that's what I'm coming out of. And I'm able to do all of those things because I'm allowing myself to be in charge. It's definitely a journey. I'm not perfect at it yet, but I do think that I've come an extremely long way. Like if you only knew, like if y'all only knew, I've come so far. I feel like this summer is like the first time in my life that I've been like genuinely proud of myself and able to say that and mean it. And I just think that's a really big deal for myself and for anybody who's able to do that for the first time. I think that's a huge deal. And so here I am with a tattoo on my side. It's gonna serve as a reminder for me as I continue on this journey. And it's a journey that probably won't end anytime soon, if ever. But I think that this is a good thing to look back on, to remind myself that whatever my situation, it's not going to last forever. And essentially I am the thing that's going to be able to pull myself out of, you know, the deepest ruts in my life. So yeah, that was my experience getting a tattoo, and this is the reason why I got the tattoo. Right now in this moment, I don't know what the footage looks like, so I don't know how great this video is going to be, but we'll try it again next time and see.